Hello everyone, this is Doc in Retrospect with the Rockman 6 Master X going to Centaur Man. Yes, this is recorded around the time that I accidentally had my mic muted again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That happens a little bit too often still. However, admittedly in this case, I'm kind of not that unhappy to have to do post-commentary because there are some points in the rest of this game where things don't go so well. I'll just leave it at that for now. I'm sure you'll see soon enough. Anyway, one of those places is not Centaur Man stage. This is actually probably one of the easier stages in the game, which is quite nice after the debacle that was Windman stage. That was like, holy smokes. I still don't even really know what to say about that. I just simply was not expecting that level of difficulty spike. Ugh. Oh, extra life. But most of the stages themselves haven't been too bad, really. Bosses are a different story. Like Flame Man was crazy hard. At least when I was trying to use the Buster. You know, all the E-tanks I could get for that. Taking advantage of weaknesses has helped. And Centaur Man, I know I'll have his weakness because I have all the weapons. And because I know that he's weak to the wind weapon because that's the only one he could be weak to. Going by the logic that's been currently going in this game. I also need to use the special weapons for. But, I will say, by way of aside, that I do like that the bosses are more challenging. They were ridiculously weak and easy in the original Mega Man 6, Buster or not. And really, mostly all that was done was just making them faster, which is, I know some people have things against just using speed as a crutch to make additional difficulty, but when the bosses originally were as slow as they were, they're actually too slow. So this is more like a speed that they should have been in the first place. And for that reason, I am not unhappy about the change. I am unhappy about this room. Just a little bit on the silly side. I know what the challenge is. It's them trying to make it hard for you to get past that middle platform so that guy up above can snipe you from above and just kind of make you weep for having to go back up and down the screen. Also, the easiest disappearing blocks ever. And we've reached the special exit to Centaur Man stage, which will net us the BT parts. Centaur Man himself is more tricky. He is superior at telefragging and a lot faster, so it's harder to judge exactly when you need to jump him. Plus, even if you do jump him, those bullets are all sorts of in the way. You really kind of want to just stay in the middle of the room. But, I mean, that went well enough that I decided in this video to go on to the first Mr. X stage. Which I might regret. The Mr. X stage. So, I have mentioned before that there's a tendency in these types of hacks for the things after Robot Master stages, Wily Castle and anything that comes in between that, to be kind of on the insanely high difficulty spike type of level. Rockman 6 Master X is not an exception to this. In fact, it may be a very stark example of it. Stage 1 is maybe not the worst of it, but it has its moments. One of those moments is coming up very, very quickly. As you go ahead to see, there are some really tricky jet shenanigans, and then there's this. You remember Tomahawk Man stage? Well, I hope you learned how to play these platforms, because you are going to have to. See, I did them wrong there. I do them right more often than not after that. It's basically a matter of timing. The good thing is you don't have to use your jet around them, which is the slow movement around them. You get to basically slide through most of them, which makes it a little less harrowing, but you're still going to see more of that room in the very near future. So, once again, the path splits up here. There are some rooms, really, in this game that are almost unchanged. This is one of them, and it's where the split goes. And so, I, like a fool, decided that I want to take a shortcut. It's going to cost me time and lives. Then again, you'll see a good reason for wanting to do this in just a moment. Well, maybe not a moment, but pretty soon. Hey, remember when I did this in the in my Mega Man 6 Special Weapons run? I got it the first try? Those were good times, weren't they? Also, I do this totally wrong. Yeah, I don't get this first try. I don't even get it third try. There's gotta be a little bit more of this. Failure montage! Oh yeah, that can happen too. Thankfully, Game Over doesn't set me back that far. That's the most tricky platform in that room. It's because you have to do some jumping. So I decide, I'm so sick of that, I'm gonna try the other path. The other path is worse. And it might get better after room 1, but require me to get significantly past room 1. Okay, you need to use the fans to get across, because you just don't have enough fuel to make it without that. I don't think I quite figured that out properly in my little initial efforts here, and yeah, I don't, because you can see I keep using friggin' beat to destroy it. Beat, you're so helpful, but this wasn't the help I needed. So I decide, okay, I'll give this one more shot, just to see if I can avoid going through that, and lo and behold, that was the impetus I needed. It seems like it's a lot easier once you realize that the shortcut is actually the hard thing it's actually the path you want to go on. Avoidance can be useful. Of course, I wouldn't say this is easy, because you just get absolutely swarmed under with these stupid flying things. Oh, you think we're done with them? Oh, not even close. I respawned several of them because I'm trying to avoid. Avoidance did not help here. And really, the shortcut itself is not like hugely bonus type material. It's mostly just a slightly easier pathway. And Doc, what are you doing? You don't have to destroy that block. It's not necessary. Just use your jet, Doc. Doc. Sometimes I just want to go back and smack myself yourself in the face. I do figure that out eventually, though. Sometimes I do actually get what I want to get. Like, here, I'm going to get that E-Tank. That's really the only item of any import in this path, and really I don't know if the other path has one as well, so it might just be kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in that case. But I'm pretty sure that the shorter path and after Woodman stage jet shenanigans are really messing me up. If you think that's the last jet shenanigans we're going to have to deal with, you are very sadly mistaken. And we have these machines here. Eventually I figure out that the thing that seems to work better than anything else is Silver Tomahawk. Oh, they are super fast too. And crazy in the way that they work. They don't stick to the tracks entirely. But the thing about this boss is, once you have one of them down, it's a lot easier. Basically, once one of them's down, there are pretty much permanent safe spots. I don't quite take full advantage of them right off the bat, but really, if you're over here, you're pretty much untouchable. There's the risk of the whoa. Well, at least until he starts flipping out and doing things differently. That was the first time he ever did that, but you notice I wasn't getting hit there. I think the boss might have glitched out a bit. Okay. Well, that's all for me for now. Tune in for more Doc in Retrospect in the next episode. Until then, this is Doc. I'll see you later.